Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back to another Packers video. This time we're going to be covering this Super Bowl week's news and rumors for this Green Bay Packers team. First up, as y'all probably know, Tom Brady won the Super Bowl. This is his 8th win of this championship, and it's remarkable how much he's able to win at a consistent rate. And he's definitely the GOAT in my opinion. I don't think anyone will be able to get close to him for a very, very long time. However, one thing I have to say about this game is the fact that Patrick Mahomes threw 2 interceptions and under 400 yards. But people are blaming it because the offensive line was bad. When Rodgers goes for 3 touchdowns and comes within 1 score of winning the game, people say that it was his fault. And so it's just interesting how much the media hates Aaron Rodgers and just loves to throw him under the bus. But speaking of which, Aaron Rodgers actually won the MVP this year, which y'all probably also already know. But this is huge for him as his 3rd MVP, and it'll push him up in terms of career legacy of some other quarterbacks that have played in the past. And interestingly enough, during his announcement or celebration speech of the MVP, he announced that he is engaged. A lot of people are worried about this because in the past he hasn't done as well when he's been dating other people, and they're worried that this will hinder his play and stop his ability to play at an all-time level, which he did this past year. But he dated this girl this past year, and he played at one of his best career levels of all time. So I think that this could be a positive for him, and he's been happy, and that's good enough for me. Next up, the Packers hired defensive coordinator Joe Barry. He was the Rams linebacker coach, if I'm not mistaken. I don't mind this hire as much. I thought Jim Leonard, he was offered the deal, but he declined it because he wanted to stay at Wisconsin, and so the time wasn't right for him to come to the NFL yet. But I don't mind this hire too much. Obviously, tons of fans don't like it, but we got to give him a chance. He went to Washington and put up a defense from in the 20s to in the teens, so like up 10 spots with a not very talented roster at all a couple years ago. And he's been on teams like the Lions, the Rams, linebacker coach as he is now, but he hasn't had anywhere near as much talent as he's got on this Packers team today. So I think that he could use that talent and utilize it to the best of all the players' abilities to help make this defense great and dominant, which ultimately carried Rodgers to another Super Bowl. And then lastly, there were several rumors. I don't know if it's true or not, but they're interesting. I thought I'd put this on this. The Packers are interested in Curtis Samuel, Corey Davis, T.Y. Hilton, and Kyle Juszczyk, the fullback for the 49ers. And I thought this was interesting because last year he didn't address the wide receiver position at all. But this year, it seems that they're going to go after it and try to get Rodgers some new weapons and almost go in a win-now mode to get the championships. And as a fan, I'm certainly happy about that because these players are certainly difference makers on the field. Like, for instance, Curtis Samuel. He's got a great catch rate, one of the highest in the NFL, and he's good in the backfield. He can do everything. He's like a Swiss Army knife. Run up in the backfield, run down deep, run slants. I think he'd be a great utility piece in this offense. T.Y. Hilton, he's a great speedster, can stretch the field. I wouldn't sign him because he's getting old and declining. I don't think he's worth the money. The risk reward isn't just there with him. Corey Davis would be interesting because they were interested in him a few years ago. And Matt LaFleur actually came from Tennessee where he coached Corey Davis. So it'd be interesting to see how he thinks that his talents could come and help Green Bay. And I certainly think they'd be a perfect fit. And then lastly, Kyle Juszczyk, 49ers fullback. LaFleur has great connections with the 49ers staff and runs a Mike Shanahan offense. And Kyle Juszczyk was a huge part of the 49ers team last year and the year before that did so successful. And I think a great fullback that can block, catch, receive, everything would help us team out a lot. And ultimately, if we sign 2 of these guys like Curtis Samuel and Kyle, I think that our offense would be unstoppable and allow us to go to the draft to focus on our needs for defense as opposed to stressing us out for offense. But that is it, y'all. Hope you like this video. We'll be doing a Packers mock draft in the coming few days. So if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, share, all that stuff. You already know it. And I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.